The 2011 local government elections brought to you live and clear by the SABC.
Phoenix, Chatsworth, Pietermaritzburg, Lenasia, the Durban University of Technology and Cape Town. Newsbreak has been there. From interviewing taxi drivers on freeways
Plaza, Pine View, Brookdale, Terrence Manor,
to roaming campuses canvassing the opinions of youth, Newsbreak has given a voice to various communities.
Number one, the drugs. Number two, the police. They'll go past there, but they wouldn't do anything.
I won't never vote. Make more jobs for the youngsters, man. No use finishing metric and we're sitting on the streets. I'm selling DVDs here, but I got a metric, I got a distinction in maths, but I can't get a job in a bank.
They call it the grant money, and they got no money for bread. You tell them the people don't sleep without food. The lights come too high, they can't afford it. That's why I say the rich get more richer, the poor get more poor.
The roads are so filthy, they don't even come and clean the roads. But when the voting time comes, they're ever ready to come and ask us to vote for them, but they don't do nothing for their people.
After hosting 6 election debates and travelling around the country on Newsbreak's Election Debate Roadshow, we've reached the climax. Looking back at the most burning issues raised at each debate, housing, unemployment and the increased cost of electricity and fuel topped the agenda.
All the politicians know that the people sell sugars to our children.
Our journey began at Phoenix, where drugs and prostitution plagued that community.
That sugar's killing them. They don't even have a bath. You know, girls sell themselves corner over here in the night for like 15 rand, 20 rand.
Can you manage your audience?
Vibrant and fiery, the Phoenix debate hosted at the Stonebridge Community Hall brought the community together. Residents used this opportunity to put forward to politicians their day-to-day concerns. Travelling north to Chatsworth, residents here too complained relentlessly about the drug scourge, unemployment and the lack of housing.
Some of the flats in Chatsworth have 8 people living in one-bedroom house. Yet 200 million rand from KwaZulu-Natal housing was transferred to other provinces.
If the ANC is in control of Chatsworth, you will see the houses being delivered here.
The Independent Electoral Commission, or IEC, placed a lot of focus on the youth vote this year. Taking this into consideration, the Newsbreak debate moved to the Durban University of Technology. Here too, unemployment, but also financial aid was a burning issue. Third-year journalism student Mazwi Ngobezi.
We have seen a number of student protests over the past few months. The biggest concern there has been financial aid. What is even more disconcerting is the inability for students to find jobs as young professionals. This is essentially a problem because they have to pay the money back when they receive the financial aid. What are the political parties doing to address our concerns in terms of job creation collectively if we are all your issue as the youth?
Questions around the affirmative action policy echoed throughout the debate. The ANC's Magdalene Munsami explained why the process was important, while the DA's Mbali Ntuli said job creation is not directly a government responsibility.
The unemployment crisis in the country is far more than 30%. It's actually beyond 36%. In all parts of the world, there continues to be unemployment. We have to go through a process of addressing inequalities.
Most important thing that youth need right now is opportunities. We believe in enterprise-driven economies, which means that we don't believe that creating jobs is the job of the government. We do believe that creating the right atmosphere for business is the job of the government.
Our next stop on the election roadshow took us to KZN's capital. Pietermaritzburg residents were fed up with dirty streets and high rates. Nithya Govender says he's had enough.
I'd like to question the ANC on why they sold the Indians out on the rates issue and the rates debacle. And 8 years later, we went into the worst hole that we ever had. Worse than the apartheid regime.
The rates issue has always been work in progress. It's not just a Maritzburg issue, it's a national issue, the rates issue. 150,000 rand rebate has been given to every single person.
Service delivery topped the agenda at Cape Town. Audience member Nasleen Bester asked about the city's underutilized budget, questioning where the excess money had gone to.
I'd like to ask the DA and the ID, in the last election, why did you refuse 550 million, which could be used for the poverty-stricken areas?
I'm going to ask the ID's Lance Kreling to respond to that.
In fact, in the Western Cape, we are the only province to have spent all of our budgets. And in fact, in 2005-2006, what we saw under the ANC administration was that they only spent 60% of their budget in the city of Cape Town.
Our final leg of the Newsbreak election roadshow has brought us back to ground zero here at the SABC in Durban, giving you a platform to make an informed choice. With just 4 days to go before local government elections, the only question left to answer is, will South Africans take to the polls in their numbers? The 18th of May 2011 will tell. For Newsbreak, I'm Prabhashni Naika in Durban.